Welcome to the Review Dump, Oscars 2022 edition.
Yeah, what a review dump is basically, you know on social media how people have photo dumps monthly? Well, we're doing that. We're reviewing movies that came out previously, and this one's an Oscar edition where we're reviewing all 10 of the best movies that came out this year, best picture-wise.
You can slow down and breathe sometimes. I can edit out. If
I know, but I
short of breath.
I know. Okay, I get tense. So.
Yeah.
And you know, it's something that I do. It just comes out naturally. I feel like people like that though. You don't think people like that?
It worries me.
Why does it worry you?
Because I feel like you're gonna pass out.
I went to the doctor, man. I got perfect blood pressure. All that's good. You know, sometimes I'm just a fucking high tense person. You know, it just comes out of me.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, oh, here it is. Never happens.
Yeah, no, I'll never peel over and die. You would before me. So I'm gonna go from my least favorite of the Best Picture nominees down to my most favorite of the Best Picture nominees. It's gonna be quick, short reviews. We're gonna have two movies that Ricky saw that we are gonna delve into a little bit more. Do what I'm gonna do here?
Dwell? Is that a word?
Oh yeah, 12.
You sure?
Level? 12, man. Delve into it. Delve? Dive?
Dive into it? Dwell? Is it dwell?
It's dwell, dude.
You said dwell, like an elf with a D.
Okay, dwell.
Okay. I don't even know if that's right.
Should we keep this in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna dwell into it a little bit more. Belfast. When I first sat down and watched this movie, I thought, an hour and a half Best Picture nominee? Hell yeah, I'm all about that, because usually they're like 3 hours fucking long. This movie feels like a 5-hour long fucking miniseries. It's a fucking coming-of-age story shot in black and white. Ooh, personal vanity project for fucking Kenneth Branagh. And it just does nothing for you. You've seen this movie millions of fucking times. Nobody gives a shit about your family history in the 1960s Belfast.
I have no interest in seeing that movie. I probably never will.
No, Ricky, and I will not ever recommend this movie to you. West Side Story, Ricky.
Another movie I don't have any interest in seeing.
From this point on, I think these movies are good. This is directed by Steven Spielberg. It's a remake of the 1960s musical that came out, starring an all-white cast, even though the play was all Latinos, basically. So they kind of correct this, where it's going to be Latinos and whites fighting against each other. It's like trying to hold the turf down, you know?
Nice.
This movie's actually really good, really well shot. Steven Spielberg does a great job. You know, the problem is that the lead characters, played by Ansel Elgort and Rachel Ziegler, you're supposed to buy into their love story, which is very much like a Romeo and Juliet type of love story. And it just doesn't work. It's the only part of the movie that doesn't work.
I can be honest with you, man. I can't wait for this Oscar shit to be done with.
Really?
These movies are killing me.
Well, you're going to watch the Oscar show with me, Ricky.
I'll watch the Oscars with you, but I'm over it after that.
Next year, you'll be more involved because you're going to
Will I?
Oh.
Will I? Dune!
The cinematography, everybody's at the top of the game. Denis Villeneuve, one of the best freaking directors of all time. The cast is great. But it just ends where we know a part 2's coming. That's fine, but you don't end it here. It's like a big epic battle. No, it's just them on their way, on a journey. It makes no damn sense. It's almost like they cast Zendaya, who didn't have much of a role in it, and she's like the it girl of the moment, and they're like promised that she's going to be in this movie. So it felt like they just threw her in there, like, hey, let's put Zendaya in here because we said she's in it, and everybody wants to see Zendaya. But to me, it just ends, and I'm like, come on, I want more!
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie either.
Coda is a movie that makes you feel good. It's something you've never really seen before. A movie about, you know, how deaf people and how a woman who can, or their daughter that can hear and dealing with deaf parents and a deaf brother. I keep saying deaf. Yeah. Deaf parents and a deaf brother is very heartwarming and feel good. I watched it with my daughter. She enjoyed it. It's just a movie that everybody's going to come out thinking, wow, that made me feel good. That made me feel happy. It's a feel good movie.
I tried to watch it. Couldn't deal with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you would like it.
I tried to. I literally tried to watch it. I turned it off.
Okay, fine. Yeah, Troy Kotsur made me cry a lot in this. I cried 3 times in this movie. Alright, Ricky. This was like my most anticipated movie of the year. Licorice Pizza. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. Top 5 favorite filmmaker of mine. Every movie he does, I think, is a masterpiece. I think this is one of his lesser works. Still very good. Still very well made. The problem I have with this movie is, Ricky, okay, is that it starts off really great where you have this 26-year-old woman and this 15-year-old teenager boy. Okay? He's very mature, though. I'll give him that. It's Philip Seymour Hoffman's son. But anyway.
Neat!
But anyway, so they are kind of liking each other. You got chemistry where they kind of want it, but they know the age difference. And my problem with this movie, spoilers, is that they get together and the movie just thinks that that's okay. And like, we should applaud our hands that this 26-year-old female and 15-year-old boy got together. If it wasn't for the damn ending, I think I would have had this higher up on my list. I will say this, Bradley Cooper has like a 10-minute scene in here. Probably the best he's ever been. Freaking hysterical. Freaking hilarious.
Do they eat licorice on pizza at all in the movie?
Licorice Pizza was a record store back in the 1970s, LA. Okay. So that's why they did. Yeah. They don't even spend much time.
Move on!
Don't do that.
What?
I don't like when you do that.
You
cut me off.
I can't fucking wait for it to be over with.
Fuck you. The Power of the Dog, directed by Jane Campion. This is a movie that most people are predicting for Best Picture. Probably will win. Netflix's movie. So you're watching this movie, it's like it's a very slow burn Western type of film. And then the revelations at the end of the movie where you find out what Benedict Cumberbatch's character is really all about. You're like, oh, so he's gay. He's gay in the 1920s, 30s.
It's a gay cowboy movie?
Just one character's gay. Well, no, there's two characters.
Are they cowboys?
This guy is a cowboy, and he's a rough... So this whole movie, you're like hating on Benedict Cumberbatch, because he comes off as a huge, big fucking asshole. And then he meets this little boy from Kristen Dunst's son, is basically this little boy, Cody Smith-McPhee, who's nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I don't want to reveal anything too much. I won't give spoilers for this movie, because I think the ending does make this movie worth watching. But basically, you find out Benedict Cumberbatch is gay at the end, and this boy freaking tries to... what's the word I'm looking? Seduce him, right? And you're thinking, okay, they're just gay and they're trying to have a gay relationship together.
What do you mean when you say boy?
He's 18, 19. So he seduces him, and at the end of the movie, you find out that Benedict Cumberbatch was poisoned.
Why did you just ruin the movie? You just said you wouldn't do it.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to watch it.
You just said you wouldn't do it.
It's not for Best Picture. It's been out for 8 months.
Oh, okay.
I mean, come on. But anyways, you find out he murdered Cumberbatch basically so that his mother could live a happy ever after life with his brother. And I know that's a little all over the place, but you guys will get it. You
okay?
No, I had a little panic attack right there. Well, we can move on. Don't Look Up. Don't Look Up is a movie that happened to piss off the Republicans and happened to piss off the Democrats. The Republicans hate it because it's about global warming, basically. The Democrats hate it because the movie was also making commentary on Democrats. It's basically taking the sides of science. The only thing that I will say against this movie, why it's number 4, is some of the comedy works, but I feel like they went a little too over the top with the comedy. Because to me, the emotional impact at the end works a lot more, so I feel like they would have kept it a little bit more serious. I think the movie would have worked better overall. King Richard, starring Will Smith, giving his best performance of all time. This is the father of the Venus and Serena Williams, the Williams sisters. Playing tennis and stuff together. Are you okay? Just go. Alright, so this movie's freaking awesome. It's another father-daughter story. It just warms my heart. Does Venus Williams win at the end of the day? No, but she learns a valuable lesson from her father, and it's just a heartwarming story that made me cry again, and I love it because Will Smith gives an all-time great fucking performance in this movie. The movie I just saw that I was I'm like, I don't want to watch it. I like some foreign movies, but this one, a 3-hour-long Japanese movie that was just a serious movie about life and dealing with tragedy and dealing with grief. And I fucking loved it. I was not bored once. First off, Ricky, you probably never seen this before. 40 minutes in is when the credits start to roll. The beginning credits. 40 minutes into this movie. I thought that was a fucking fantastic way to make a slow movie feel fast in 3 freaking hours. Because you're like, okay, it just started. Now it's a 2-hour and 20-minute movie.
Okay.
But basically the whole first 40 minutes is him dealing with his wife and her dying. This movie just kept creeping up on me. By the end of it, I'm like, holy shit. And it's just about these two people, this chauffeur and this man, the director of a play. Are you okay? Director of a play. He's going to choke me after this. It's just about him dealing with grief and her dealing with grief. And just the revelations, how they're told and how they spill out over time. It really does catch up on his emotional journey, and I freaking loved it. And I think it should, other than one movie, win Best Picture. And this is the movie I think should win Best Picture. And I think 5 to 10 years from now, people are going to be like, how the fuck did Nightmare Alley not win Best Picture? I know Ricky just watched this movie the other day, and the ending is freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's good. It's a very good movie.
I love the way it's structured, Ricky. How it starts off at this carnival. We're there for like an hour, right? Entertaining as shit. All kinds of carnival stuff. Set in the 1940s is Guillermo. You know how to say his name better than me. Guillermo del Toro does a fantastic job. Everybody's at the top of their A game. Bradley Cooper's dick is there. Even though he didn't get a good look at it, I got a great look at it.
Yeah, because you kept rewinding it and
yeah.
Fucking zooming in and shit.
I was like, is that Bradley Cooper's dick? And sure enough, it was. Good on him. Not an impressive dick, but hey, balls on that guy. At first you're like, he seems like a good guy, and then as the movie goes on, it gets a little bit sketchier, and then the second hour happens where they leave the carnival base and he's got his own successful business going on with magic tricks and shit. And then you find out all these revelations start happening. I won't give anything away, but Bradley Cooper what, that's not giving away
picking and choosing what movie to spoil and what
well
movie
this is my favorite movie, and I want people to watch this fucking movie, Ricky. Don't you think people should watch this movie? Not a lot of people watch this movie. It's a bomb at the box office because it came out around the same time as Spider-Man.
Alright, well you got it out of your system now, bud?
Yeah. Yeah, now they have to wait next year for Oscar content.
Let's move on from the Oscar content. Hey, that was a pretty exciting video, or was it? I don't know. It was a lot of you talking, but I like that. It was a nice little break for me. Hey! Check out that video.